Check it out. Could it be my baggy jeans and my gold teeth that make me different from y'all? Ain't tripping, dog. Listen, dog. Always.
What's good? Welcome back to A-Main Real Talk with your favorite Southern Sigma man. And I just want to say give it up for yourselves because today is episode 4. And I mean episode 4. Yes, of A-Main Real Talk. And we here in the past couple of episodes we've been talking about THC, what's been trusting, hustling it, and we all know cooling it, what we just covered last week. But today on this special episode 4 is a very special number of mine. Y'all will find out a little bit why if you don't know. But today's episode I couldn't find a better topic to talk about than about being comfortably uncomfortable. So today, get comfortable because we finna get all comfortable. Jaded. So let's rewind the tapes a little bit. I'll take you back to when I was 17, junior in high school in the countryside, living with my moms and them. Well, unfortunately, I got kicked out of high school when I was a junior on the countryside. But then I got transferred to Northside High, which on the first day there, we took a trip and we went to UAPB, University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff, my HBCU. And if I would have never had the experience that happened to me, even though it was the lowest point of my life when I got kicked out, I had to come up. I knew I didn't want to stay there. And that was the driving force that made me keep wanting to go up. And I invited him in. And don't get me wrong, college was amazing, but it had its times. I was failing at one point in time. I was paying out of pocket the whole time because I was first generation. I lost my granddad. My parents split up. My nephew was born and I haven't been around. And I even had a baby that was on the way for myself. Eventually, it didn't come to pass. God wanted something else and had something else planned for me. That's why I'm sitting right here in front of you today. And it's been many times I should have been gone, but He saved me. He kept me on His grace. And that's why I'm so passionate about this episode, because I really can vividly remember each circumstances or each situation that I was in, wondering like, God, if I can just make it out of this, I'm going to change this. And I know many of us have said that, but actually at this time, I really made a life choice and I made a life decision to really change my life and change my ways. And if I'm going to be uncomfortable doing something, oh, it's going to have a payoff. Straight up. Everything that I knew back home, which was my comfortable stage, was no longer. And my life now is full of college and being away from Memphis, Tennessee. So I was always uncomfortable, but I never made it seem that way. I made it seem like I was right at home, like I was in my living room watching cereal, watching cartoons, eating cereal, and just chilling. And to get help, you're gonna have to ask for help. God sends people in your life. They're gonna be angels to you. But angels can't help you until you allow them. Just like God and just like Jesus, they're at the door knocking, waiting for somebody to answer the door. So the human, like when I was in school, since I was first generation, I thought my family couldn't help me in my college troubles or college problems because I was the first one to be there. But in all turns, that they might have not have went to college, but they understand the idea of college. And God placed things on their heart and messages on their heart and in their mind to relay it to me, to let me know that no matter what I go through, no matter how hard things are or looks or perceived as, that as long as I put my mind to it, as long as I give my best effort, and as long as I put Him number one, this too shall pass. And guess what? I graduated, if you don't know by now. So it passed, and we always want to go to the next level, which is cool, and it's going to be very uncomfortable, but we need to be comfortable in the sense that we know that no matter how hard or how bad a season might look, even when we accomplish or conquer or complete our so-called mission that's ahead of us, there's gonna be nothing but a next mission to go. another mission we're gonna make up in our mind. As humans, we strive, which is a very good thing. Like back in the day, I would say, well, if I just had my degree and I didn't have to go to school and I had a job, I'd be straight. 3 days later, I find a job, I'm graduated, and then I'm like, now that I got a degree, if I had 2 jobs and some money, I really would be straight. Getting the trend, getting the gist. The simple fact is, flesh, this right here, will never be satisfied. So spiritually, you need to find something that will connect with it. Find something that basically just be okay of where you are and enjoy the situation that you in, because once upon a time, this was the I'll be straight moment. If I had this, or this was like this, or that was like that, everything would be good. Well, it is good, and it's gonna get better, even when you don't see it. See, God puts the plan backwards. He puts the plan like a diagram, like you're tracing something, but you don't know the image. And He actually works backwards, because the beginning shall be last and the last shall be first. So everything that He's doing in your life, all the situation that He's doing, is only aligning you and aligning your character and aligning your spirit for when it's time for you to get on that platform, or when it's time for you to showcase your talents, that you're not looking a fool. That you actually look comfortable. You actually look well nourished. Like you don't look like you just walked off the street and trying to do something. So that's real talk. But with all seriousness though, I had to get a new understanding and a new grip on life. See, when things was going wrong, I was so lost out of myself that I would find any identity just to make me feel any up. Like I was doing things that I know I shouldn't have been doing. I was out partying and being with people I had no business running into. But since I was running from myself, I was ending up running into these situations. But once you start learning, and we start learning to be comfortably uncomfortable, the places where I should have been, yes, it felt uncomfortable, but that's where I should have been. Because even the places where I shouldn't have been, it felt uncomfortable, but I still was doing it just to make myself feel some type of temporary happiness. And all this other stuff is temporary. If it's not Him, it ain't gonna last. And I'm telling you, it's like what my pastor Michael Todd once said, actually last message. I don't know what time y'all gonna see this, but check him out, Transformation Church. I'm part of Transformation Nation. But he always said, picture you running a mile, or you going on a marathon and you get done. Do you want a bottle of Dr. Pepper or Sierra Mist or something, or you want water? It's no brainer, because you would never get your thirst quenched when you're drinking those sugary, watery, bubbly drinks. But you will get all the nutrients and everything that you need inside some substance. Water, H2O, something so simple can do so much. And that's how the Lord is, and that's how the Word is, and that's how walking in this thug lifestyle is. It's simple, but it's hard to do simple things sometimes, because it's life changing. And I'm a man 10 toes down. I feel like 11 toes, because I'm rooted. I'm deeply rooted in the Lord. And it don't take all that to be deeply rooted, but it takes faith, it takes trust, it takes ambition, and it takes discipline. And if you're all about that, sweet selling. See, to wrap this all up, I would like to break down a quote. And it says, if something is worth having, it's worth fighting for. And the word fighting for doesn't mean literally put your hands up and let's get going. But fighting for means striving for it. That means going through those times where it doesn't seem like it's working out, or 2 and 2 don't make 4. You know, it's about giving that extra bit of effort, asking for help, receiving the information, and making adjustments for it, and keep pressing forward. See, our generation, we just too lackadaisical, or we want things instant. Well, it's a thing called a process, and being comfortably uncomfortable is one of the key things in this process, because even during your process, even after your process, new things are gonna come. Because only thing that's constant is change. So it's a good thing and bad thing. Because if you're in a good season, don't get too comfortable, because it's gonna change. But if you're in a bad season, don't give up, because guess what? Things gonna change. And even though we know things are inevitable and times and seasons are gonna come and go, if God willing we still here, it's on us to prepare for those seasons. It's like winter is coming, so why not go get a coat, a jacket, some gloves, and some earmuffs? I mean, unless you just want to freeze. Well, I want to let you know now, the season is coming. What you gonna do about it? Well, this is the end of season 1. I just want to say thank you, and I hope that you're here for season 2, because I can tell you it's gonna be season 2. They done let me in the door. It ain't no stopping me now. And like every episode, I like to leave off with the mission statement and the prayer, and it follows. The mission is to bring light and understanding to life gray areas in the true walk of faith and love. This will be achieved if we dedicate to educate. We shall push sensitive topics that have been watered down, misperceived, and or forgotten through miseducation and or lack of. So grab your Bibles, your phones, your smartphones, your pen and pad, whatever you might need, and repeat after me. I am what it says I am. I will be everything God has called me to be. And through Jesus Christ, all things are possible, and I am free. Amen. Hey man, I gotta check my shirts out, check my gear out. It's real talk. I'll see y'all next season. Don't forget about me.